Hello and welcome to Humour Comedy presents Sunday Roast. It's a Sunday again because this is the day we do things on, and you join us with two new victims for our roast battle. As you can see, I've kind of been sitting out in the sun, and I've finally caught some sun off my pasty white body, thanks Georgia, which is nice. But yeah, you join us for another roast battle. If you don't know the rules by now, where have you been? So we're going to have two comedians insult each other, and then you have till 9 o'clock tonight to vote for your favourite on this video. Post below in the comment section, and then I will announce the winner. Obviously, you may recognise one of these faces. It's Jimmy Rudiger. He's one of the return victims because he didn't get enough of being bent over and buggered by Tom Orban. He's in the kit. I don't know.
If I'm honest, Martin, it was the cuddling afterwards that really got to me rather than the roast. So
fair enough. That's fair enough. I'm not sure you're going to get much action from Ollie. It might be a little tickle. Who knows? But yeah, okay. We'll say hello to Jimmy first. Say hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. Well
done. That is the standard Jimmy joke. Brilliant. How have you prepared for this one? You've come back for more.
Yeah. It was quite tough last time, but what I've done is I've wrote some jokes this time, and we're going to see how that pays off for us. Hoping for the best. Expectations are low.
Best way to be. It's pretty much every mantra of a comedian, isn't it? I've written some jokes this time, and my expectations are low. We'll see how this goes. It's how I started comedy. It really is. So, and we have the new victim, the challenger today, which is Ollie Neve. Say hi, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie.
Oh, he's nicked a joke.
See, original jokes. Yeah.
So, how have you prepared for this one?
Oh well, I looked in the mirror. Because I mean we're essentially the same person. So just to prove that, my other half and I, we did little portraits of each other during lockdown, as you do. And this was hers of me. And as you can see, that is Jimmy. That's just
literally me. Yeah,
it's just Jimmy.
Were you two separated at birth?
I hope so.
Maybe. Yeah. If so, it's a good plan. Definitely, the separation was a good idea.
Is this like a Norfolk Blood Brothers? Is this what this is?
Yeah, it's going to turn out we've got the same mum at the end of this, I think.
Hey, no, and your mum, we've all got the same mum.
Then she can be doubly disappointed and ashamed, so that's good.
Well, we've insulted one of your mothers. I think it's a good time to start. So I think we're going to go Ollie first, if you want to take it away, Ollie.
All right. So first off, I just want to say it's a bit weird. It feels like all the bullies are in detention, so the nerds have turned on each other. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So this isn't my area of expertise or my wheelhouse. I'm not sure what a roast battle is, but I'm going to give it a go. So Jimmy was such a good kid that the naughty step got lonely. Yeah. Mary Poppins showed up at Jimmy's house and said, "My work here is done," and left. Yeah, boom.
The one thing me and Mary Poppins both have in common, Ollie, is we'd both leave you as soon as a better offer came along. Ollie likes to start his sets by talking about how he's quite a quiet guy and he gets his kicks by doing things like putting pesto in his sandwiches or 2 tea bags in his tea, which is not a coincidence for Ollie because he spent most of high school with a pair of tea bags in his mouth. He used to get tossed around the locker rooms like a crash test dummy at the top of the World Trade Center.
It's not very. Is he allowed to say things like that? It's not very nice.
Yeah, no, that's one of the rules.
That's the idea, son.
Right. Okay. If that's how we're going. So Jimmy, all right, is a lovely guy. All right, which is surprising because he looks like the kind of guy you'd find in a hedge with a zoom lens. He looks like he writes countdown fan fiction. And most of all, he looks like he touches himself at funerals. Not just people he knows, just any funeral, really. You should see what he does at weddings. It's disgusting.
Nothing at weddings. It's the grief that really gets me off, if I'm honest. It's a bit weird being roasted by my own weight loss picture. Anyway, Ollie is considered a key worker. He works for the NHS. He works in IT, so calling Ollie a key worker is a bit like when they give one of those sniffer dogs at the airport a detective's badge.
That's fair, actually. That's pretty fair. Well, Jimmy's been staying indoors, avoiding human contact, and then lockdown started. He's fine with social distancing. He's very used to people crossing the road to avoid him. I've been spending lockdown making my own cocktails, locktails. I've got one called the Jimmy. It's 1 part desperation, 2 parts sadness, and no parts funny. I feel bad for that one. Sorry.
Ollie's cocktail would obviously be a virgin on the rocks. So Ollie is the type of person who gets really upset if you take a doll out of its original packaging. And he gets even more upset when you use that doll to explain to a courtroom exactly how he touched you.
Fair enough. Well, this whole virus thing, this whole virus thing that we're dealing with at the moment, it actually started with a scientist in a lab who was trying to find a way to get rid of Jimmy. In fact, Thanos, he sought out the Infinity Stones and clicked his fingers because he's willing to take a 50-50 chance that it might get rid of Jimmy. And the Terminator heard a rumor that John Connor suggested that Jimmy should start stand-up.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that one too.
Just leave that for a sec. Ollie jokes aside, Ollie is a bit of an inspiration to me. He's a man who's always sort of chased after his dreams. So he grew up loving Bret Hart and he became a pro wrestler. And he grew up loving Jim Carrey and he's now doing stand-up comedy. I'm just hoping his love of Kurt Cobain is the one that pays off next.
I see. Jimmy's also a big wrestling fan. He likes his wrestling like he likes his pornography. Always from Japan and preferably involving uncontrollable bleeding. Given Jimmy's personality, you'd be forgiven for thinking that he makes up for it in other departments. But from what I hear, he's packing less meat than a Carn Johnson picnic. Little Shop of Vegans open from Monday. He's seen less action than Colin Daniels. And the only difference between Jimmy and one of Martin's shirts is, first off, they have good material. And secondly, they can be thoroughly checked and still be allowed around children.
All right. I'm going to give Ollie a bit of credit as this is my last joke. Because as you said, Ollie, this isn't really like his wheelhouse. He's not a mean person by nature. And he was actually a bit reluctant to do a roast with me to begin with. He gave me quite a long list of topics that he doesn't want me to make fun of. So what I've done is I've turned those topics into a lovely poem that I call Things About Olive and Neve I'm Definitely Not Laughing At. Just gonna compose myself. Ollie doesn't want me to mention his face or his hair or his lifelong sexual attraction to the Canadian grizzly bear. His go-to karaoke song is from Wicked. It's Defying Gravity. He's been in trouble with the police for ownership of bestiality. Fun fact about Oliver Neve, he's allergic to every single flavour of Fanta. And when he was 6 years old, he was molested by the Castle Mall Santa. His first girlfriend was a JPEG and he had to pay to have her animated. Most of his pictures of his mum, he's had to have laminated. Ollie says the N-word when he thinks no one's around. And although he technically hasn't done blackface, he has done brown. And now as this poem is finishing, Ollie will accuse me of being a liar. That's pretty ironic from a man who's a closet Holocaust denier.
That's only 75% true. How dare you?
Did my best of what I had.
Wow, what a way to finish that one. I really enjoyed that. Just for a little bit of background, Carn Johnson is our resident vegan comic, and Colin Daniels is blind. So we'll just to give you those backgrounds and Ollie's jokes. That was lovely.
I thought I'd insult people while they weren't here to defend themselves. That's how I go.
Always the best way, because you never know. They may turn on you and write a fucking poem about you. So to do it when they're not here is probably the safest way. That's no round of applause for both of you. Well done there. That's a great roast. Or just sit there nodding. Yeah, lovely. No. Too fucking late now. Good. So for those who can't remember the rules from about 9 minutes ago when I said them out loud, you have now till 9 o'clock tonight to vote for your favourite below. Some incentives. I have a picture of Ollie Neve as a wrestler that, if he wins, will be released as his winner photo. And Jimmy usually packs out half my Brewdog gigs because he knows more people in Norwich than the Puppet Man. So, there's some incentives there for your winner there. I know who I want to win because my bank balance is looking pretty low at the moment. And when lockdown's raised, I would like Brewdog filled again. But no, it's fantastic. Great stuff there. Again, just a little bit of humour admin before we go. We have a podcast. Episode 1 is out. Ollie gave us a fantastic review, as you may have seen on our social media. Episode 2 should be out fairly soon. We're waiting for some exciting news, I think, in the land of humour, and we're going to have a collection of sketches and stand-up clips as well. So we're just waiting for those to come in, and then we'll release episode 2. And it's on Spotify and anywhere else you get your podcasts. Don't forget the Carl Hutchinson gig has been rescheduled to the 7th of January 2021. Tickets are online and on sale now. We've got a website. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere. We're like an STI or crumbs. Crumbs in a bed. That's nicer. We're like crumbs in a bed or an STI. So one more time for Jimmy Rudiger and Ollie Neve. Well done to them. Get out, start applauding. We don't do the NHS clap anymore, so we'll do the Sunday roast clap instead. Get out applauding. We'll be back next week with 2 new roasters or roasties, whatever you want to call them, and it's going to be a good one, I think, if it all comes off. We've got 2 exciting people lined up. I've been Martin Westgate. Thank you. Good night.